Hey!
That's the worst freaking superhero in the world. It's Recap Man.
I mean, I would love to have Recap Man on the team.
Mm.
But yes, Bonkers and Bonnie found themselves uh, heading over to the encampment, or I wouldn't really call it a city.
The
Since
Oasis.
it's, yeah, oasis, since these are nomadic people. So they do go from place to place, but they're settled up here, and from what we can gather, they are not planning to leave anytime soon. So, and we got basically our guide told us to go around, get to know the locals, partake in the culture, talk to them, and when you're ready to start investigating what is plaguing these people, which creature it is, and where it is, and how to kill it, go to the chieftain's hut, which is very obvious where it is on the map. So, Bonnie, seeing that there are horses here, went over to try to sort of pet one of the horses. And we got to see that the horses were glimmering with scales, and they had 3 heads.
Would you like to
They
see
were
them?
not. Yeah, yes. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really not what I'd have expected.
They
Is
are
this something
horses.
Lars has produced?
No, this is
Does
not
this
something
feel
No.
like
Lars.
something from out of Lars's dreams?
No, this is something I produced.
I mean, does it have 20 legs? No. I only see
Looks like
4.
It's not a horsepede.
Not a horsepede. But yes, we try to make friends with. Well, Bonnie tried to make friends with the Argali, but they didn't like her. So the horse that's there, technically standing over here eating now because of Bonnie, uh, and then we got to talk with essentially the animal keeper of the oasis,
Safuin.
and he
Sagawin,
gave us
sorry.
some details. Hmm?
Sagawin.
Yes. He gave us some details about what has been going on, and that there have been lots of bloodshed outside of the oasis's walls. But they have figured out that they have sort of made an emblem, or I would almost call it a totem
Totem
ish.
or a glyph or something similar.
Yeah. And that it sort of scares the creature away. And it is very reminiscent of a wolf head. And it seems to have the effect of scaring the creature away from, yeah, the oasis at least. Mm. The animal keeper was also talking about what Bonnie assumed to be their god of death, because he was talking very. He was talking like it was some sort of religious deity
Because it
that
was.
guided the spirits away after death.
The Sandlord.
Yes, the Sand Lord. And after they done talking with this gentleman,
Do Do you remember what
They...
he said Bonnie's name meant in Anunnaki?
Oh yeah, it means fucking.
Anunani.
Fornicating. One of those words it meant. So he was laughing at Bonnie. Bonnie just laughed back, thinking it was hilarious, as the slut she is.
Then the barrel laughed. Then everyone went silent. No.
Then I shot the barrel.
Yeah. Then the bullet laughed.
And I shot the bullets. But
It's too
yeah,
far away to be of any danger now.
I have never been the same since the bullet laughed at me. After that, we went up and between here. We just went around the oasis, and this guy seemed to be on a break, as Bonkers so gracefully told me, and that I should leave him alone.
And of course you didn't listen.
He wanted to taste what was in my hip flask. I gave him the tiniest bit of whiskey, and he passed out.
Bonnie's divine whiskey. Too strong
yeah.
for pretty much anyone.
Apart from Bonnie. The constitution of an ox. Surprisingly.
Yeah, Katsuki can down it too, but that's only because she's a monk.
Yeah, well, he took the tiniest sip out of his fucking fly-like contraption mask. Horrifying description. Because what happened was that out of his mouth protruded a straw-like. You know, like the things that flies... the thing that flies eat with.
I was going to say, are you talking anteater snout, or are you talking insect?
Insectoid. Not anteater. Insectoid. That's the description I got, and that's what I
was scarred by.
Pictured. So yeah, they don't do alcohol really well here, so don't offer them alcohol.
And you almost broke the first contact laws, but there you go.
Do these
Hey,
guys
I
also
cast
stand
lesser
around going...
restoration on him.
Do these guys also stand around going like this all the fucking time?
No.
Not that I have noticed.
not that you've noticed.
Just
I mean,
once in a
maybe the
while,
merchants.
the people start.
Yeah.
Maybe the merchants doing this as Bonnie.
And then sometimes they
using way
clean their
too much
eyes
money.
by just going...
Yeah,
They live in exosuits, no.
I don't trust them. I don't trust what's behind the exosuits.
Does it look like I did that on my eyes just now?
Well,
Okay.
the Anunnaki doesn't do alcohol very well, so Bonnie had to cast lesser restoration on him so he wouldn't just lie on the floor dying. And there was a bit back and forth about the effects of alcohol
and poisoning natives.
Poisoning natives, and Bonk is being slightly disappointed that I am poisoning natives. After he told me very strictly not to poison natives.
No, his exact words, don't give them technology they don't already have, but I think is how he explained it.
Yes. And they don't have poison technology.
I mean, they don't have alcohol. That's the technology.
It's a very mild poison, so it's fine.
To you?
I mean, to everyone. I'm only drinking like 40%. It's
I'm
fine.
doubting that.
I'm only drinking 40%. It's fine.
It's pure ethanol. It's like 79%.
Mm-hmm.
It was 40% when you left Kemet.
Just kept fermenting.
Yes.
We then went past the main event hall, the chieftain's hut, because I didn't really want to start the main quest without people. And we went into the what seems to be like a fair with a lot of
It's a bazaar.
bazaar. That's the word I'm searching for. And Bonk is telling Bonnie that you should always take a look around the whole bazaar before you start buying stuff.
Because Bonnie went to
And
the first stall.
I wanted instruments, but god damn you, you rabbit.
He's a hare.
I mean, I can be racist towards him when he's not here.
In the best traditions of the Catholic Church.
Anyway, we went around, we looked at stuff. Bonnie bought a new cloak, which is very nice looking. And like a brooch, which is in the form of 3 comets, I think it was.
Yes.
Yes. And her cloak is a very earthy vibe. And she spent, I think it was around a total of a little over 3,000. Yeah, a little over 3,000 for those items.
Meanwhile, Bonkers bought clothing and vegetables.
Yes, and Bonkers bought a lot of vegetables, and I think he bought every type of bread as
He did
well.
buy every type of bread as well, yes.
Yes. If you just scroll up in the chat, you can see there's a lot of bread and stuff here, and fruits.
Yes.
I noticed.
That's what Bonkers bought. And sent back to the
Yes.
ship for Diranor.
Yes, so we will have exotic foods.
No meat, just vegetables. Again.
Yeah, no meat. And that's sort of where we went. And since we have Cassius and Malkin here, I was going to push them together, but Aunin wasn't here last time, and now Travis isn't here this time. So my shipping skills will go to waste yet another day.
Now is not the time.
Is Bonnie just the
Nah.
space version of Tinder? At this point.
Yes. But yeah, Cassius was standing outside the bazaar because. Yes.
He was looking across the oasis and its singing rocks. He was being thoughtful.
Sure. Broody.
Yeah, okay, call it broody. It's probably more accurate.
Malkin was going around with Bonnie, looking
Loving
at
life.
clothes, and
They were having a girls' day out. There was food and
Yes.
drink involved too.
yes, there was. We had a good time, and Bonnie trying to sidestep Bonker's watchful eyes whenever she could. But yeah, and that's sort of where we left off, with all the breads being bought.
You're focusing on the sheer amount of bread, aren't you, at the moment?
I mean, there is
There is a lot of bread.
stupid amount of bread here.
There was like 50 loaves of bread.
A
Yes.
concerning amount of bread.
Yes.
Hmm. And I can give you the details about my new accessories. But
Lots of it would have utterly suited a Romanar. There was basically an entire shop devoted to things that a Romanar would like.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
it really was.
It
but
really
I
was.
I was being a needy bitch and said I need something more
Yeah,
earthy.
so I had to redo it all because Lars wanted something different.
Yes, I'm not the Cosmo Stellar thing.
No, true. They're all
Mhm.
the things that Rob and I would have loved.
Yes. I think you did post those as well, did you not? No, maybe
Oh,
not.
I want the Comet Sparkle Tutu.
What?
Still on night pajamas. These pajamas across from us. Oh my god.
You see what I mean? It's just a Rob and R as a shop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it
So yeah,
genuinely is pointless stuff, but Romana would love all of it. It
Yeah.
is all her
It's all her aesthetic,
aesthetic.
isn't it?
so that's where we find ourselves.
It's where you find yourself.
Yes.
How
Well, actually, we did actually stop on Bonky's buying the small things,
His cloak for
like a
himself.
cape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Akatsuki and Talia are still in the desert and have been left behind by Bonkers and the rest of the crew in a desert clearing. The only thing leading to the aims of where they could be will be a survival check.
Oh,
This is where they get lost in the desert for an entire session.
let me
Eaten
just see if I
alive.
have anything here.
Oh, it is worth
That-
knowing. It is there are sandstorms due
And
it is,
sandworms.
and sandworms, and it is 50 degrees Celsius.
Which is
Ooh,
just
that's great,
lovely
that's
weather.
perfect.
weather.
I was gonna say, good
Yes.
thing Akatsuki is wearing very light clothes nowadays.
I mean, Talia's fine,
Nowadays.
but
Talia
Yeah,
loves
okay.
the weather.
Akatsuki does have the keen mind feat, so she always knows which way is north.
that doesn't help you. You're not trying to find north.
Yeah, so I'm just saying Akatsuki can't get lost from her current position. Doesn't necessarily mean she knows where she is or where she's going.
Survival. You're trying to save yourself. Talia noticed a few footsteps moving through the sand. There seemed to be. It would be 5 sets of footsteps. Yes, 5 sets of footsteps moving through the sand, although some seem to have been worn away by sort of breezes through the dunes.
Well, I will gesture to the ground. I think they went this way.
Huh.
Ironically
stop
enough,
walking.
it's perfectly north. No, it actually is. I described it as due north. When I told them, I literally did. So technically, you can't get lost at all because you just go north.
I'm trying to just find
North.
if Akatsuki was in her fox form, would that help her? No, it does not.
It is worth knowing it is approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Terillian time.
Yeah, Akatsuki will follow the tracks that Talia found.
I'm presuming Talia is doing the same. Or would Talia like to go
Yes,
wandering off into the desert to talk to the sandworms?
I go the other direction.
Talia pulls out a strange pipe no one's seen before and starts playing it. Suddenly there are sandworms everywhere.
She pulls out an ocarina and starts playing. Sand dunes coming up from the ground.
This is where Talia
Akatsuki-
rides into the oasis on top of a sandworm.
Oh no.
Akatsuki would,
How
however,
epic
like
ending it would have been.
It would have been amazing. This is how you escape the desert. Talia plays the flute. Sorry,
Yeah, no, she did start walking after she pointed to the track, so yeah, she went that way.
Akatsuki will
Pointed at
definitely lean towards her very keen natural senses as a fox and use her sense of smell to just from time to time try and get a whiff of if she can smell
You smell
A,
salt.
a burning fire or people or something.
You smell salt and a strange acrid smell you didn't smell before. Can you please make a Constitution saving throw?
I can.
Both
That
of
is
us
a
are
19.
A 19. You save against the whatever effect is impinging upon you. There seems to be something in the air.
The spice must flow.
As love is in the air.
See, you say that.
I do say that.
I had a feeling, Alex. I had a feeling that you were going to put spice into this in some way.
I was desperately trying to avoid Dune, but you're in a desert world with strange nomadic people and sandworms. It's impossible.
Talia will hear at some point. Actually, can Talia make a perception check?
Okay. 21.
Jesus.
Okay, you can tell that Akatsuki is a little bit stressed out at being lost in the desert, but you can hear her saying a mantra to herself. So as she's walking, you can hear her going, I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will
It's
remain.
a very long mantra. Usually
Does she
mantras are
just
like
keep-
one line.
But yeah.
Scared.
Not a
I am
sonnet.
not scared.
It's even better because
This is like, no, I walk
Was
with
I
the
the only
valley of
one
death, I
picking
shall
up
fear
that
no evil.
reference?
No, I
yeah,
got the
it's even
reference.
better because Aina didn't pick it up at all.
The Dune reference.
It is.
know.
I did get the reference. I was deliberately trying to avoid Dune.
Oh,
I have
I
even read the
started
books.
watching Dune and I fell asleep halfway through the movie.
Yeah, it's not an
Oh.
Aina friendly movie.
No, it's not an Aina-friendly movie. Please, please don't read the books. It's not Aina-friendly books either.
Oh my God,
I know they
just so it's been said,
brain
the
damage.
two new Dune movies are retellings of the story in a way that makes a lot of sense for the 2020s. The books are wild.
And, and have an appendix of terms to make you understand.
I mean, okay. There are weird noises in Ina's apartment. Oh,
She's seeing a bug.
She's getting attacked. Is it the seagull?
I was about to say, is it the seagull?
Oh, I see it. I saw it on the camera.
Yes. It's a big ass fly.
It's a
It's not
huge
Rulani.
fly.
In my room.
Yeah, I saw it on the camera. It's that big.
Jesus.
It's just a regular fly. Though,
It's a
so
seagull
fine.
spy.
They
Hey,
have
I-
trained the flies.
I scored a goal in the Seagull War today. I
Oh.
think I actually ended the battle today.
Did you
Oh,
wow.
murder all their children?
did you let Bella at them?
No, Bella is scared of them.
Yeah, I know.
Bella is not catting right.
Oh yeah, Malta
he's
is
not.
for the first time experiencing bugs now. So he's
Oh.
like going to his normal spots in the garden where he likes to go sniffing, and he's like sticking his nose in it, and you can just see that he spots a beetle or something because he just pops back up and just stares at it for like an entire like minute, just like, the fuck is that?
But yes, you are in the desert.
Yes.
Slowly
Still.
moving towards the oasis.
Are we
Akatsuki-
starting to hear or see anything about this location here that I can actually see on my screen?
Oh, fuck, that was so loud for some reason.
Oh, and Akatsuki is not walking normally. She is gliding her feet along the sand.
She's attempting to, but it gets in every crevice, so there's a strange grinding sensation. Sand.
She's never
we all
heard.
know
She's
sand
never
gets
heard of.
everywhere.
She has no idea what it is, or she's never heard of sand walking. But she's sand walking.
Aren't you more sand
Just
skating? At this point.
I just imagine Talia just changes from her waist down and just slithers across the sand dunes.
I mean, you literally have the perfect way to get through the sand. It just slithers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. If
She's just
if you're gonna do that, Akatsuki will actually turn into a fox and just run along the sand as a fox.
Well, she will probably
It
do
is a
that
desert
because it's
fox.
quicker anyway.
Yeah.
Are you a desert fox?
No,
No.
I'm a foxy fox. I'm very warm.
You are incredibly warm. You are.
I'm a
covered in
black.
fur.
I am a black normal fox
In 50-degree heat.
No.
in 50-degree heat with 3 very fluffy tails.
That's gonna be a Constitution save, simply from the heat exhaustion alone.
11.
A couple of miles in, Katsuki becomes much slower and trots along very slowly as if she's feeling very sick.
Oh, do I notice this as we are like moving along, and that like Akatsuki is
It would be
starting to
very
struggle with cold?
obvious.
Okay. Talia will like in front of them like cast Ray of Frost like just on the ground in like a frosty path.
Oh, great.
So she has an area to cool down.
Akatsuki is so worn out, she just slides across the ray of frost.
I was gonna say, I can't say this, and we'll just plop on the ground to put as much surface area on her body,
But we'll go sliding forward.
and we'll just slide for as long as this little path of ice lasts.
I can.
However, when the path
Keep doing that.
ends, Akatsuki will feel even hotter than before.
I was gonna say, Akatsuki will just at one point just go into the sand again,
Yeah, it just hit a dune.
and she's just gonna
I will,
turn
like-
back in. She's
I
gonna
will,
turn
like-
back into herself, like that's too hot. That's too hot.
Sweat literally pouring from her. So
How
don't have-
heavy is Akatsuki?
I am.
I wondered how long it would take you to ask
Good
this.
question.
I mean, you could fly on
Uh,
Snuffles. You did say that Snuffles was flying above you. Well, I'm not sure how
Oh,
that would
yeah,
go down with the natives.
No, that you
Have a
have
big
yeah.
monster bird coming.
Yeah.
We could ascend as gods upon this. Wait.
No,
that would be
if
fun.
I'm not allowed to give them alcohol, you're not allowed to give them new gods.
Yeah, you're not allowed to give them new pantheons.
I can become their god. It's
No.
fine.
Blasphemy. We had this
Uh,
discussion already. We don't see you as a god.
No, but they might.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hence,
I'd
you know.
say Akatsuki is about 70 kilograms in and of herself, and she's
Wait for it.
But
She-
fuck,
Wait for the tricks moment.
I
70
actually have to
kg
find-
lubs. Okay, so that's 154 lubs.
you would be a 70-kilo fox is a very heavy fox.
No, turn
No,
back
70,
to
70
humanoid
kilo
now.
woman.
Yeah, but you're in fox form.
No, you swap back.
I
Ah,
swapped back.
no.
Okay, so she's 70 kilograms with
fur.
30 kilograms of things she's
So
carrying.
100 kilos.
Yeah, so she's about 100 kilos.
Okay. I
This
don't
is, by the way,
know-
just based on I never decided on a weight for Akatsuki, so I went, what's a healthy weight for a woman of 175 centimeters high?
I don't know if my Saruk form has its own, or my Serpentine form has its own set of stats, or if it's just my flat-out strength that I have to do.
It's your flat out in your normal carrying weight.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean,
Akatsuki can carry you.
I mean, Akatsuki is the one who's currently exhausted, though.
Yeah.
Oh, but mind you, you
Yes.
take 1 point of exhaustion.
I am not particularly strong. And I'm not one trying to lift you.
Am I?
So you put your hands underneath Akatsuki in the sand, and you just try and lift, and all you just do is you just turn her upside on her head.
And end up with piles of sand.
Yeah, and then your hands just keep digging up the sand, and you just dump sand on me.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she like
Yeah, it
Put her hand
literally
away.
is everywhere now.
so
Gee.
sorry, honey. Are you okay?
Thank you.
Akatsuki
I
has
think
no
I'm.
cleavage, it's filled in with sand.
Yeah, I think I'm fine just walking the rest of the way.
And she starts brushing you off. I'm so sorry. I didn't want
Akatsuki
you
will
to
get up
lose
and
me
she'll
like
do
that.
the thing that dogs do, where she tries to shake everything off herself.
Shall we get going then?
Yes.
I assume we will just walk until we find something.
Yes.
Don't worry. If it's needed, I'll be the one carrying you. Let's keep it that way round.
Quite heavy.
Yes, and Akatsuki is a monk.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yes, monks which are based on dex and not strength.
Yeah, but monks have bonuses to strength checks.
Eventually, we'll come across a area which seems to be hidden in a chasm almost. There seem to be trees growing, and there's a slight welcoming waft of cold, or not to cold. Actually, to you it would be cold. Cold air coming from this area and the smell of water. Moving forward, you find yourself in the oasis.
Oh, that's much better.
Where it is 32 degrees.
What a beautiful place this is.
Yeah, you don't get to finish that sentence before Akatsuki has left you and has gone to the water side and is just on her knees, just washing her face with water.
Talia will trot along after you.
Con save.
Just
Con save. It's 24.
Okay.
The spice must flow.
You feel nothing of note at this moment, at this time.
You would very much notice if anything happened to Akatsuki because her eyes are very, very pink. If they suddenly started glowing blue instead, you'd know something's up.
Can I spot Akatsuki from where I'm standing?
You cannot spot Akatsuki, but you can hear the splashing sound because there's no noise in the oasis at all inside the water.
Oh,
And
thank the gods!
Your vision
Splash,
would instantly
splash,
be
splash.
drawn to this strange woman touching this very strangely blue water.
Hmm.
Are you feeling better there?
And like she'll do like the fourth or fifth splash into her face.
Okay. Could you roll a charisma
And then just-
save?
The charisma save. Me?
Yes.
How are you trusting this water?
8.
Oh, thank you. As the singing of the stones in the water increases, you'll hear a screaming in your head, and will take 10 points of psychic damage.
Did you just scream? What the fuck just happened?
Nobody else
Uh,
said this.
Are you okay? And Talia looks at you weirdly because you just splashed your face. and then
Talia,
you just
can you roll a
started...
perception roll for me, please?
Well, 17.
You look across the oasis to see Bonnie with the most judgmental look in the world you have ever seen, staring straight back at Akatsuki.
Talia
And
just
as I
waves.
do that,
Talia just
I
waves.
am. And
Hello,
as
as you pull
spot-
Akatsuki's head up. Hi!
and as Bonnie has seen that she has been spotted, you will see a beam of bright blue lights being cast towards you.
Ah.
A beam of life in your asses. You heal for 13 plus 4, 17
I've never
points.
seen anyone use Beam of Life before.
No.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank you.
And now
Bonnie
we're just
caused-
beaming
But only
everyone else.
now-
yeah,
only
it's-
now-
yeah, Bonnie just
only
starts
now-
moving round.
Only now
Well,
does Akatsuki actually look at the water and see that it is not the color that water should normally be.
Yes. It's
Oh,
strange
um,
teal blue.
And you can just see her like, yeah, I just did it, and I realize how this is gonna sound, but don't touch the water. I don't think it's normal.
You can almost feel your skin drying out as well.
I think it's actually alcoholic. now that I'm-
Anti-water.
feel it.
You think it's alcoholic? Don't tell Bonnie. Don't tell Bonnie.
I'll drink this oasis dry.
No, it's actually salt.
Oh, okay. She'd probably get like a little bit on her tongue.
No,
I didn't
no,
drink
no.
any of it.
You get a lot on your tongue.
Yeah, probably. She'd probably splash it a little bit on her like nose and mouth. So she'd feel the salt. Yeah.
Your lips are now
And
so dry they feel like a mummy's asshole.
Oh,
as
never mind. Not alcoholic. It's actually salty. It's salt
and
what?
as
Now
a
here.
beacon, I will just switch my beam of light over to this point as to sort of guide you to the horses.
Why are you guiding them to the horses?
Uh, because we found the horses to be very fancy and
I
they're
think that's the right
probably
word.
reflecting some of the light I'm putting on them.
So Akatsuki will follow the beam like, oh, horses.
As the Katsuki looks up, you see these creatures with 3 heads, fishy scales, and horrific faces. That are not horses.
Horse-like things. Talia,
How
do you
does-
want to ride on the horse? Question mark.
What horse? Because Talia's been looking around at the other people around in this place because we just did magic in the site of like you lit up the place. It must have been visible for the others, and I don't know how magic works in this place.
Well, first of all, this guy is still completely out of it.
No, I lesser restoration to him.
Okay, he's off break by this point. Actually, he'll be back in the
Yes.
shop. They're not that enlightened. Everyone seems to be sort of busying themselves.
Okay,
Then
so
there's
doesn't
Akatsuki
look
will
like any
point.
of
Yeah,
those.
Akatsuki will point for you at the not a horse question mark.
She will turn
bear
her
in mind,
mouth to
it's a
you.
divine ray of light. There is a lot of light going on, full stop, so it's not really going to be too obvious.
Oh, okay. She will turn around and look at the horse, and
Horse.
presumably make a face in momentarily momentarily
Momentary shock.
shocked. Yes.
The strange horse
There we go.
creature will smile back at you.
Akatsuki is like,
He
I
didn't
will
smile at
call
me.
it Hans, because it is not a horse.
It's a Holmes.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Well,
really. It's
Or I will
a
call it
raptor.
Porleg.
It's a raptor and a Cerberus.
It's
Well, this was a
Equine Cerberus.
fine-looking specimen, don't you think, Akatsuki?
Hi there, little Porleg.
Are you touching
I will reach
it?
out. I will reach out to pet it.
Animal handling.
Yes, I am animal.
Polly does not trust this.
I mean, I am also an animal. It didn't like me. We're all animals.
Yeah.
The creature will attempt to take a bite out of Katsuki.
Good luck.
I'll say
3 times.
acrobatic? 3
Ah.
bites.
It has 3 heads.
To be fair, Akatsuki wasn't sure which head to pat, so her hand's sort of just in the middle.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yes, the 20 does actually hit.
Oh dear. For 7 points of piercing damage as a creature bites into your arm.
Ow! Not a good Hans.
And one the Ananami will approach. This one believes that you should leave the Agali alone.
Agali, is that the name of the Hans?
The what?
You see Bonnie coming over and touching your hand, closing the wound.
These noble creatures are called Agali.
Agali. Ah, I was wrong. They're not called Hans.
Touching them is a skill, and you do not have it.
No, I clearly don't. They are interesting creatures. What's the use of the 3 heads? Does it have
It's
3
clearly
times
to
the strength of
bite
one
you 3
creature?
times.
They are 3 times as intelligent. It allows them to eat and be aware at the same time as well. They eat
Oh,
this,
that's-
and he will gesture to a trough which is covered by some swirling, quivering, moving mass which the other Agali seem to be eating. I broke out
Great.
for a second.
It's a lovely creature. I
Indeed, it is.
will respect its wishes not to be pet. Do you just out of curiosity, do you ride? By the way, are they from the picture? They are 3 horses wide at the torso or
Yes.
at the upper
But they
chest
are,
area.
they are quadrupedal on the size of normal horses.
Right, so they are not 3 horses wide all the way back.
No.
They're not
Okay.
3 horses disguised as 1 horse.
Yes, they're
Right,
not 3
do you-
horses
so-
in one horse costume.
So do you ride them? Is that
We
they
we
use?
ride the Agali and use them for, how would you say, to
Troll.
dig the land?
Oh, like farm animals. They pull tools.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
And eat the pests.
pests. It would be too much to hope that you're talking about small insects and rodents, right?
I'm afraid the insects on my planet are not small. The rodents
Ye-
and the strange furry creatures with ears are their main prey.
Right. I kind of. Oh, strange creatures with ears, and Kotsuka just points to her own.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, sure, fine, okay. I'll leave it alone. Thanks for the chat.
So,
And they are still prey
Wow,
animals, it's
yeah.
worth knowing.
Their eyes are very much like.
so how are you doing? Did you find the desert nice?
Yeah,
Says
could
Bonnie
one
with a
of
drink
you
and-
have?
drink and
I don't
rice in
know.
hand.
Could one of you have pinged the bracelet or left a clue or something? We were very lost.
I mean, I've been shopping.
Akatsuki will take a hand behind her neck and like pull out a big bunch of her hair and just like touch it. Again, her hair is jet black.
Hmm.
Are you gonna touch it?
You can touch my hair. You can touch my jet black hair. Don't touch it. You know you want to.
Feel this,
Can,
Bonnie.
can I put mending on here? Can mending repair damaged hair?
It's not the damage that's the problem.
It's not that she's doing. She's genuinely just wants you to like put a hand on her hair.
Just touch my hair.
I
This
mean,
is something I'm doing
this
just from
is-
having experience of having long hair in summer. Hair gets fucking warm.
And very sweaty.
I mean, this is strange.
Yeah,
And I
So,
should-
so,
I
so
don't-
Akatsuki like puts her hand in it. This is burning my hand. This is too hot. Imagine me being covered in fur. This is too hot.
And now very dry because of the salt.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the normal climates where I come from. So I can't really place
Oh, you-
myself in your
You
shoes.
short-haired racers and your good ventilated
I mean,
bodies and
I
your
have-
cooled-off skin.
And your well-adapted physiology.
I have long hair, thank you very much.
It's called
No,
a
I
And
mean
mane.
she
your
just
bovine. I
brushes
mean
her
your.
hair.
No, I mean your. Never mind.
It's her hair
Do you-
smells
Now-
like coconut and almond.
Do you not have
Now
a
that-
cow? Do you not have a cow form you go into?
I know.
Now that we are in a colder climate area, Tyler will like just have like this puff of ice cold gust going through Akatsuki's hair as she's like holding it out.
Just
to
for
Bonnie.
drama. Akatsuka's hair is now solid and stiff. Because it was
I
also,
feel
it
like
was also
Akatsuki
wet.
is-
No, but like
Akatsuki
it
is
will
being
melt
very
quite quickly though. It is
pampered
30
hair.
degrees in here, so
Yeah.
it will not be stiff for long.
I feel like we're
But-
pampering
but she
her a
will be a
lot
bit
at the
cool.
moment.
No, I just mean Bonnie. Oh, thank you very much. I just mean Bonnie. Do you not ever turn into a more cow-like appearance?
And more bovine.
I
More-
think we.
Are you a were-cow? Is this literally what you're asking right now?
Wait, are you
Are
about to tell me?
aware?
Are you about to tell me that this is it? This is the entirety of Bonnie.
I mean, that's a bit rude.
mean, I mean, and I'm looking down on Akatsuki
Meanwhile, the
because I am
Anunnaki is looking
8 feet tall.
Yeah, Akatsuki is 175 tall. So
The Anunnaki
uh,
is literally looking between you, trying to figure out what the hell is actually going on right now.
I mean, You see, we sort of adapted to our environments, as you do over generations.
Yeah, but
Uh, and I'm not a spirit.
I I forget that you're not magic. Now that
I
I think
am
about it.
just a normal humanoid race.
Yeah, well,
I'm capable
I
of humanoid emotions.
I feel very much at home being a
Did you
fox.
actually have to state you're capable
I
of actual emotions?
can have humanoid emotions.
Well, you are clearly better adapted for the warmth than I am. Fine. At
I
some
mean,
point, I am going to polymorph you into something very warm and fuzzy, and you're going to feel it.
hmm. I mean, why? I've
Just
been nothing but nice to you at the
you are very
moment.
nice, Bonnie, but I just
Stick your flame, no.
I just want you to get a perspective here. Anyway,
Hmm.
you and Bonkers have been here a while. What's the
Uh,
deal here?
Apart from the
the
strange
deal
eating
is,
horses.
yeah, don't pet the horses. They hate everyone except that guy. Uh, and yeah, we just been told to take it easy until we feel like starting the mission. So me
And
and Bonkers have been at the bazaar.
and
Uh,
why is there
and
so much bread in Kamo-chan's basket?
There
I
isn't.
mean, he likes bread. Uh, it was something like having a great feast once we got back to the ship.
Does
I think
Kamo-chan
he
ever
just
think about anything other than
food.
eating or drinking coffee?
I don't think so. But he
Or
did
going
buy a
fast?
very, very fashionable cloak, and and now Bonnie will sort of spin around with her new cloak on. So they do have some nice dresses and stuff up here. And Malkin and Cassius is on the other side of the oasis that you shouldn't really drink.
I didn't
Why?
drink it. It was weird. Water. It's
Uh,
salty.
I mean, that tends to be the case in these lands.
Does it though?
At least it does in my home world. We
Well.
don't have a lot of fresh water, which is why I drink this. And she brings a little bit of her whiskey
Oh, that
before she caps it.
explains actually more than you know.
So,
Do you
you're
care
telling me
for
that
some?
she's a functioning necessity alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly. Highly
Hmm.
functioning alcoholic by necessity.
Yes,
No, I'm fine. I
my
do enjoy
entire
your
race
whiskey though.
is.
There must be something in the water when it comes to your people and your drinks because
Something
that
in
is
water.
lovely. It's just a bit strong.
Yes. And also, uh, yeah, well, regarding to us not looking like bulls, let me just rummage through my inventory. I think I have a picture here.
Oh god, she pulls
I'll
out a
find it.
picture of mum and dad.
Let's go to the bazaar and I'll see if I can find it. And she leads you over to the bazaar.
Talia-sama, are you coming?
Ooh, she did not realize you guys had left her there because she was busy staring at the weed horses.
Entranced by the fish
I
horses.
mean, it seems appropriate because even though Talia is very old, she's never seen anything like that.
Yeah, like anything new is quite exciting, and Talia does like animals, so there's that.
Ah, does she now?
We're saying nothing. We're saying nothing.
We're saying everything.
No, we're not. We're not saying anything on this one. We're keeping it safe.
She does like her foxes. And yeah, no, just there's a lot of nice food here. If you just and according to Bonkers, you always have to walk around the entire thing before you can actually buy stuff. So
It's worth knowing you're now moving from the rather serene streets to something which looks chaotic and busy, with people running about everywhere. The entire place is packed. I haven't put all the tokens down because there's so many. There are people walking about with trays of food and cash pockets, along with trays of drinks. People humming up. Everyone doing his trade, humming up business with patter, going around trying to sell their wares. There are old little grannies carrying their baskets of bread back, giving Bonkers the most filthy look in the world because their basket is empty. So they all seem to have knives and strange hides of creatures instead of bread.
Oh, I would actually love to do some training while I'm here. I've got a few things just I need to get rid of. Also, I've been meaning to get a lute again. A flute, I mean.
and Bonnie will approach you as she finally found the picture. And if you go into Spelljammer chat, like this is how our males look like.
Oh,
This is Frederick.
that is decidedly bovine.
Frederick is a bull I've been seeing a lot, but you
Oh,
know,
have you
no
now?
one
Oh
here.
my god.
Is he sort of like a
We're
Um,
in what you would call a situationship.
Oh yeah, I
hell.
know those.
So yeah, he's quite handsome, uh, and I'm sure you don't want the details.
No, spare me, please.
Let's just say there's a lot of milk, and she winks.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God. Frederick is now canon.
Frederick is Bonnie's friends with benefits.
You know
Mhm.
what, Bonnie? Good for you. Talia is a bit like impressed because she I don't think Talia quite fathoms
The depravities
the whole
with which
thing here,
Bonnie
but
will go.
yeah, but one thing Talia
The
does not do is
brevity
kink
of a
shaming,
holy
so
woman.
she's not gonna start kink shaming Bonnie.
You sure about that?
So yeah, no, I should get in touch with him. He's probably worried.
Don't finish that.
Maybe.
Okay, never mind.
What do
You're
you
gonna
think?
say he's probably horny.
I would never mention his horns like that.
Oh, I thought horns were a point of pride for me. I'm going to stop talking now because
I
I
mean,
fear that whatever I
they're
say, you have more
really
to tell me.
ticklish.
No, please, I know this. I know this. And Akatsuki will just demonstratively, to avoid more of this conversation, she will do a front flip over you, but as she comes over you, she's going to launch
Think from my
herself off of
horns.
your horns.
See? Ticklish.
That
I
she's going
just
to continue into
love
the bazaar.
I just love that in this picture they have made the nipple where the nipples should be are just straight off brass.
Those are some
It's
high nipples.
those are some big nipples. Always leave room for the nipples when you have armor.
Fairly certain that's not where nipples are supposed to go, but yeah, sure.
Yes.
Is there, aside from looking at the map, is there a vendor that sells any instruments?
There is indeed, directly in front of you.
Is there a vendor that sells
Really?
any weapons?
There is indeed.
Akatsuki
yeah,
will
right.
first go to the weapons man.
Bitch.
Or woman.
Weapons
We
person.
don't know with these people.
Yeah, we don't know these people. It's impossible to tell if they're male or female, it's worth knowing.
Weapon creature.
It's not to be racist, but they all look the same.
Weapon creature. I'm going to the weapon creatures.
This is the first time you would have spoken to an Anunnanis. So, you get a strange...
Gods,
guttural...
I hope this babblefish works. Hi!
You hear a strange guttural sound of clicks and strange sounds, but eventually, halfway through the conversation, it begins to make sense.
I'm so sorry. Could you repeat what you said starting from hello?
You buy?
Yes, I would love to buy. I'm actually though I'm here to I've brought some items from my home, which might be of some interest.
To sell?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell some. Yes.
And let us see what you have brought me.
Akatsuki will produce a +2 short bow and a short sword, basic.
These are very basic. What use do I have for these?
Well, the sword, I don't imagine I could get more than a few scraps from it, but this bow is actually very powerful.
Give me. And he will grab it. It is okay. Workmanship is basic and primitive. 3 credits.
Well, 3 credits? Could we make that 5?
Could make it nothing. Take it back.
I would like to talk him into 5 credits.
Persuasion?
That's a 22.
Let's see how he does. That is also a 22.
Oh! Does that just mean that none of us are budging?
Yes.
4 credits.
3.
How about 5 credits for the sword and the bow?
4.
You have a deal.
Exit. And he will put his hand on your thigh. Deal
Excuse me?
well done. Looking at you, expecting you to do the same.
Akatsuki will return the gesture and put a hand on his thigh.
He will squeeze it and
Their
move
thigh.
away.
She will also then squeeze it and move away. Thank you.
Now feeling very uncomfortable.
I don't know how uncomfortable I'm supposed to be, seeing as I don't know what's under there, but thank you.
Would you perhaps like to buy something?
You know, I do suddenly have 5 credits burning a hole in my pocket. How about you show me what you've got?
Is it near your thigh? You look around. There will be a blade, a staff, a rifle, a bow, or warhammer.
Tell me
Which
about
one is
this blade you have.
It was forged from the height of a dying star that came to the sand many time ago. It seems to cut through anything and has beautiful stones. Can't you see the craftsmanship you're holding up? Look at these insets, the craftsmanship of these beautiful things. Surely we could not part with these for a better sum.
And what is the sum?
1,500 credits.
Of course it is. Now, tell me about this rifle you've got. My friend does like his rifles.
It seems to be... We took this from the dying star. Lots of things he claims comes from a dying star. There's a theme to his rhetoric. It's exploded on impact, killing hundreds of my kind and lots of local wildlife. But we took the shard and we made it into a rifle.
Can I insight check him on that dying star story?
Absolutely, you may. It's a bullshit check.
That's a 19.
He is telling the gospel truth. Unbelievable
Jeez.
though it may be.
I'm sorry. Has there been some cataclysmic event
There have been
involving a
many dying
dying?
stars recently, yes.
Right. Sure. Okay. And you know what? I gotta admire your tenacity to constantly capitalize on dying star cataclysms.
This seems to be the main branch of his business.
Do the weapons actually look as impressive as he describes them?
Oh, most utterly, yeah.
What kind of a blade is it? Is it short, long? Is it heavy? Is it delicate?
It is
The blade?
a long, finely made blade.
Now, how much are you looking to get for the rifle?
1,800 credits.
If you can keep it at 1,800 and throw in some perhaps some throwing daggers or darts you may have, then you've got a deal.
We perhaps make a deal.
Akatsuki will produce one of her kunai and like twirl it a bit. You see, I'm not much for. I'm one that likes to get up close and personal, but I do like having something that I can throw at things that seem to get in my way. And she flips it and puts it back. So if you've got something like that,
Yes, we do, and he'll run for the counter. I have some under here. I only have 3, I'm afraid.
3 should be just fine. And if you can keep that at 1,800, then I'll take the rifle and those 3.
Can we make it 1,801? We've got to have my profit margin after all.
1,801 it shall be.
1,801 it is. This is a good deal. Jesus.
Should I just add those things as darts?
Instantly become very seedy. I didn't
Yeah.
intend him to be this seedy. I apologize for this. No, they are throwing daggers.
Oh.
They are what? Brain daggers?
Yes.
Throwing daggers.
Oh, okay.
And they are perfectly normal, I take it.
No.
Oh.
You're gonna
I
love
heard
the stuff this guy
brain.
sells. That's the sword.
The rifle is for... Ah, that's the blade.
And that's the daggers.
Ah. Right, so the rifle I'm getting for bonkers.
You haven't bought the rifle.
I asked you how much do you want for the rifle.
1,500 credits, I told you.
Yeah, and then I said I'll take the rifle.
No, you
but
said you'll take the blade. You didn't.
No, he
Well,
did say the rifle.
I said rifle. I've been saying the rifle
He-
the entire time, but you've been answering as if I've been buying blade.
Bollocks. Sorry, I do. Apologize.
So the rifle and the daggers for 1,501 then.
Yeah. I do apologize. I don't know why I got the blade stuck in my head.
So what do I add these daggers as?
Would you like to know?
Yeah.
Brain daggers.
Unrelated to anything, by the way, I found an app that if you download it, you can scan barcodes and it tells you whether or not the producer is
Ethnic.
supporting Israel.
It's ethnic.
It's a boycott thing for boycotting products that benefit Israel. So every time I buy things, I check the barcode now.
You check if it's Israel.
Yes.
Hmm.
Stellar darts.
Aina, you have been sitting there patiently. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes, but I was waiting my turn.
Indeed.
Oh
What would you
my.
like to do?
How nice of you.
I also have two things I want to look for. One is actually also an instrument.
What is it with you
And
guys and instruments at the moment? I'm sorry, are you playing some sort of strange
We are
knockoff
starting a
band?
mariachi band.
Yeah, at this point.
And I also would look for like a place they sell like trinkets or any like oddities. Not necessarily weapons or armor, but just like trinkets and or anything like that.
Okay. You can absolutely find a stall of instruments.
Is it directly in front of me?
It is oddly directly in front of you. I think the instruments were a giveaway.
Why do you think I'm standing here?
I know
I
it's
would like to
strange.
take a peek at the instruments on display.
Indeed. So, there are a myriad of instruments on display. Sorry, I'm doing 3 things at once at the same time.
Oh my.
There's my table of instruments.
Tables of instrumentos.
That's food. No, that's not it. That's
No.
pajamas. That's more clothing. Thanks to you, Lars.
I mean, you're
That-
very
that-
welcome.
That's bread.
That's bread.
Yep. Here we go. Instruments. There is a harp, a drum, a strange contraption with keys, a flute, a zither, and a didgeridoo.
Oh, by the didgeridoo.
No, I will take a look at the flute.
By the didgeridoo.
It seems to be fashioned from the bones of some old creature. It seems beautifully crafted.
And I will look at the store manager, the person that looks like he's in charge of this music shop.
Yes.
I will take a look at him.
Yes, dear.
Do you mind if I try it?
No, go ahead.
And she will like take a look at him, thinking over how he just talked to her. That was weird. And she will like start to. She will test out the flute
You
with
know what I'm going to ask you for?
Yes, I didn't want to say it because I don't know if it will be beautiful yet, but performance, I guess.
It was hideous.
Oh!
Jesus!
Yes! Because I was going to say that she plays a beautiful old Sarukan melody.
Okay. Yeah, you will garner some attention with that as well. And the old ladies will go, I like this one. Yeah, this will be very good. You play very well, dear.
Oh, thank you. Years
Now,
of practice.
it is used, so the price has gone down for you, but gone down for me, but up for you.
Oh, well, I don't mind. How much is it?
3,000 credits.
That's fine. And she will like just hand him 3,000 credits.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Excellent.
And she will like
He will
stuff
start
that flute
doing
in her.
this.
He'll start doing this. And she will like just pocket the flute and she will like trot off onto the next shop.
I know.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I mean, Al has just bought a rifle that could fire a sun.
Yeah, I'm still making the darts just so I can put them in my character sheet. And I started reading the first few lines of the rifle.
Meanwhile, I get an accessory that just looks nice.
So, yeah. I know. So Talia is now just looking for trinkets.
Yes.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Oh.
Oh my.
I'd like to add a bit of chance to shopping.
9.
On a small table with an old woman, you see a tiny compass that seems to have trees and water inside it. It seems to be pointing directly behind you.
Okay. She tries to spot where it points. Or just to see in that direction.
It points towards the water.
Okay. Could she assume that it points just to nearby water?
If that's your presumption, fine.
Oh, fun.
This one, dear, is
She-
a lovely one,
This
is. You were
points
fine
to-
for a second, but you recoiled slightly. Have you got PTSD from the similarities to that voice?
Maybe. Am I correct in assuming this points towards water?
This one will point you to the nearest oasis, my love. Always helpful, this one is. Yes, it is.
Oh, that could be quite handy. How much is it for this?
Oh, for this just a poultry thing. Oh, just 12,000.
Just 12,000?
Only 12,000 for this beautiful old irreplaceable antique my mother gave me. Yes.
I don't believe you.
She gave it to me on her deathbed, put it beside me as to take this here, son. Sell it to a lovely woman who's willing to pay the price. I'm sensing another insight roll.
Yes, and he can't lie. I've been lucky today.
He is telling the truth.
You don't know the costumes of these people. Why are you judging them this hard?
He got it from his mother, and she told him on her deathbed to give it to some beautiful young lady who's willing to pay the price.
You know what?
These are very honest people. They're extortionate, but they're honest.
You
Yeah.
know what? If you have something else that can go along for that price, then I'll take it for 12,000. But it seems a bit much for
he
the
said
just
15,000.
Oh, 15,000
Yes.
then.
Oh, let me have a look, and he'll rummage in a bag. You just hear clattering and movement. Roll a d20. I love this chaotic way of shopping.
If I'm spending a lot of money, I want my money's worth at least.
Oh, there's this, and he'll pull it out, and it'll keep going for ages. This massive rolled sheet of parchment. This here bit of parchment supposedly is treasure deep in the desert. No one knows how to read it, though.
She will take a look at it.
This is a rolled piece of parchment.
Does it have any inscription upon, like, the outside of it?
Nothing whatsoever.
She looks at the scroll and looks at the man, and she's thinking to herself that she's so intrigued by the fact that this man just have the balls to do it. So she will just 15,000 credits at him.
Just give him the 15,000.
Yeah. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about money.
Just giving him the 50%. He's clearly off his fucking rocker. Just pay him.
Yeah.
At this point, I think it's prudent to take a 5-minute break.
I want to know what my items are so I can...
whale come?
So, Bonnie.
Mm, Bonnie would, when all of this is happening, more or less just stand here, probably talk to Malkin and Cassius, look at this salt water, not drinking it like others would. Uh, and just generally wait for the party. I mean, she's been in the bazaar, she's bought her stuff.
She's been there, done that, got the cloak.
Yes, poisoned the locals, looked at the horses.
If you can call them horses.
Mm-hmm. Healed a strange fox lady twice. So yeah, no, she would just wait, looking at the picture of Frederick.
Oh, for God's sake. Frederick is now introduced, and forever you're going to long for Frederick.
I do like Frederick.
I thought
At
it was
least
a
it's not
situationship.
Roderick.
Yes. I thought it was a situationship.
Yeah, I like him. I don't love him. Yet.
Bonnie's idea of a situationship is more difficult than we think.
She's secretly just scrolling through his nudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my whole wrist, I'm just checking his spell book and just keeping updated.
Bonnie and Frederick are just DMing each other nudes all the
Yes.
time.
We actually we having erotic role play at the moment. The time difference isn't that big.
Oh. So it's bearable.
It's about 3 hours. Time
It's
difference.
about three. Yes, it's fine. It's manageable.
You're
He
different
sometimes mentions that he gets a little bit solid at work, and it's a little bothersome, but nothing more than that. He can handle it.
But he has to.
Yeah, he works in construction, so
He works
it
in
makes
construction.
It makes Bonnie start pre-milking instead of
Mm,
pre-leaking.
Oh, dear God.
Pre-milking Frederick.
Pre-leak. Leaking milk.
No, please don't
Mhm.
call it a pre-leak. It's so much worse when you use those
The
words.
pre-leak. The pre-leak.
My
Stop saying
udders,
it!
my udders are leaking
Oh, God.
when I look at this man.
Oh my god, no. Okay. Enough of Frederick
Yes.
for now.
So that's what Bonnie is doing. That's why she's standing one step away from the others. Actually, she's standing 2 steps away.
Okay. In that case, Akatsuki or Talia, is there anything else you'd like to do in the bazaar before?
In the bizarre bazaar,
In the bazaar, yes.
Akatsuki had the idea that she wanted to go and get a flute, but I did overhear that Talia was already getting a flute.
Yes, Talia has already bought the flute.
You
I
could
did not
just
know you
send
wanted
her
to
the
buy a
money
flute.
like a whips. If you
So
were going to
Akatsuki
buy it
will
for her.
move her way to the instrument salesman.
Why is everyone buying so many fucking instruments?
I mean, I didn't get to buy instrument because Travis wouldn't allow me to buy instruments.
I'm surprised you're not trying to stop them from buying instruments out of spite, to be honest.
I am sexting my situationship. I
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
time for those two.
Body has more important things to take care of.
You just every time you
Yeah.
hear someone like busy.
I'm I'm trying to leak over here.
I know you created that monster. It's your fucking fault.
Is it canon that Bonnie leaks?
I don't want to make it
I
canon.
mean, you need to do you need to do an investigation check to find that.
That's not happening. Yes,
I am
what
not gonna do that.
Right, there is a harp, a drum, a strange item with keys and knobs. There's also a zither and a didgeridoo.
Oh, you don't seem to have a flute.
I'm afraid that the lovely lady's already bought the flute.
Oh. Well, I didn't
And he'll
realize
point
she
to
wanted to
Talia.
buy me a gift. So you don't. That was the only one you had, yeah?
I'm afraid so. It's hard to get instruments. They take a long time to make, you know. All the
Yeah,
customs
no,
checks coming from our planet. Let's not going on about long custom checks and red tape. that he
Yeah,
has to go
sure.
through to
Yeah,
get these
yeah.
instruments.
Yeah. Yohazi's just doing the thing of just like, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I
Because
get
it's
it. I
Article
get it.
12 of the Import-Export Act.
Mm-hmm. She's a very active listener without listening to a single word he's saying. Well, thank you anyway, and she'll trot off.
He'll look at you bewildered. Like, he's not going to buy anything?
Talia will eventually, after taking a round tour around the bazaar, eventually go out and regroup with the party
Carrying her flute.
in her inner
Oh! Talia, you shouldn't have.
in her inner pockets. It's not visible.
The man told me that you bought me a flute.
Oh, I didn't buy you a flute. I bought me a flute. Do you
Oh.
want to hear? And she starts playing again.
Are you showing Akatsuki your flute?
So the question is Talia proficient in flutes?
Well, I don't
She
know.
can
She's
learn
not
to
proficient in
be.
anything, but that's because we haven't added anything into Talia's character sheet.
That
So
was
I
your
don't know if
choice,
she's
not my
proficient.
choice.
That's your choice. You choose what instruments you're proficient in.
Well, I thought it was fitting, considering you two talked about, like, you know, flutes and snakes and running off
Oh,
into
you've
the
been
desert, and I
playing
was
the
like, wait, I
flute
want a
for
flute.
a long time, Talia.
Huh, I didn't know you played the flute.
Oh, I've been playing the flute since I was a little girl.
Oh
Wow.
no. Oh God. Oh Lord, no.
Burn it. Set them on fire, quickly.
Do I have to time travel to kill the pedophiles in Talia's past?
Well, I'd like to say that I could teach you, but I mean, in that case, you've probably got a few thousand years over me on flute experience.
Oh, not necessarily. I haven't been playing so much in my adult years. You see,
Oh,
a good flute is hard to come by. You should preferably make it out of bone, and she like starts smacking the
It's
flute
very
across her
hollow.
palm. And like, you know, this material does seem to make a good flute, and it does have
you're
a nice
seeing like
feel to
Akatsuki having a bit of a crisis in front of you, like
it.
trying not to like wrench it from your hands.
But yeah, no, overall, he brought a very nice flute. So yeah. And it's
Oh.
like, it's small enough so I can carry it around with me. And she pockets it back into her inner pocket.
I'll have to show you some tunes I know at some
It's
point.
exactly the flute that Akatsuki would want.
Mm-hmm.
I did, however, buy this hourglass I thought was pretty.
No, I sent you the wrong one. It's a
nice
compass.
in your bedroom night.
It's a
In
compass.
your No, I thought. Oh, you sent me
I
hourglass.
sent you the wrong one. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well then, well, she then. Okay, anyway, holds up the compass. Well, it's a very neat little thing. It points you to the nearest oasis, and with your warmth and your fur, I thought this would come in handy one day. And she
Can
gives it
I?
to you.
And Akatsuki
I'm-
will turn around to
Akatsuki
see
is
if
ironically a little bit salty right now.
she will turn around
Sorry.
and see if the compass just keeps pointing towards the water in the center here.
It does.
Oh, it does work. Neat. And she hands it back.
Oh no! Just please take it. Take it. You need it more than I do.
Is this a guilt gift?
Do I?
I thought,
Someone was obviously expecting a gift.
yeah,
I mean, I appreciate it.
obligation. Wow.
I don't know honestly what it is with Akatsuki and the flute, but you guys gave me the flute idea when you guys talked about me whistling snakes and venturing off into the.
Whistling.
Oh no,
snake.
it
And
is
the
it is
desert.
genuinely just that Akatsuki is proficient in musical instruments and she just doesn't
Oh.
have a musical instrument.
Oh,
You could have bought the synthesizer.
Well, flute is the one that I chose as my kensei instrument.
I mean, anything's a flute if you blow hard enough.
Of course, you went there.
What?
But if you want to ever play flute, Akatsuki, you can borrow mine.
Or
Oh.
Frederick.
I'll take you up on that at some point, probably. Should we go and check in on Bonnie?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Hey, Bonnie!
Bonnie!
One is
you will
enraptured
see,
and flicking on her wrists and just typing
And you will
frantically.
and you will see she just
Nope.
goes,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, you're done. And she will
Bing, bing,
kind of
bing,
cover
bing,
herself
bing,
a
bing.
little.
I mean, wait.
Yeah, no-
Why are you covering yourself? Are you not clothed?
No, she's draping the new cloak over herself, and it getting
She's doing
kinda
like a
chilly
whoop.
here, right?
She's doing like cheeky boob shots for Frederick.
So,
It's getting a little chilly. Should we maybe call it a day, or should we go meet with the chieftain?
Bonnie,
Or
could you run a performance roll, please?
give me a second. Per för mig. It's a 50.
Bonnie looks like she was up to something, but you can't quite figure out what she was up to.
Are you you don't happen to still be talking to Frederick, are you?
I mean,
Stop
What's
doing this!
that
It's
up
making
for
it
you?
bad right now.
No reason to ask.
It looks like you're naked from waist up as Bonnie right now. She's just kind of hiding with the cloak.
I'm really pining for a drink. I'm parched here.
and she reaches for her hip flask.
No, I mean, should we
Gives it
maybe
to
go
you.
and ask if they have some place of
you've
serving?
In the bazaar.
As you look around, there are people with trays of food and drink literally circling around. They have been this entire time.
Right. Should we
Well,
find a
I
place to
don't-
sit down
I
and have a
don't know.
drink then?
Yes, I agree. I was gonna say that. How about we find a place we can sit down and have something to bite in?
Sorry, what?
Oh, to bite in?
Bite to have something to bite. I don't know how you
Have
say
a
that, or
bite.
if it is
Have a
bite.
bite.
You are walking towards the chieftain's hut, I will say to her.
Well, there's no places here to sit. I
These
was
people
mainly
do not
trying to
sit.
just- Yeah, I was trying
You
to.
have the ground, don't you?
Okay.
Or
there,
is
like,
that
no tables or
too
anything, or any
dirty
place
for
here?
you? You could go sit on one of the horses.
All the boxes,
Haunts.
or the barrels,
Or the haunts.
or in a tree.
Or, you could just sit by the oasis,
Or
have
on
a
Akatsuki.
drink.
On
I
my
mean,
face.
don't sit on Akatsuki, no, not yet.
Sit on my face and tell
Leave
me
that
you
for the
love
crow's
me.
nest.
Oh, that was yesterday. We don't do that sort
Oh,
of thing.
sorry, Talia. And Akatsuki will pull out a cloth from nowhere and wipe her face. Your seat's ready for you.
Oh, darling, can't you wait?
You were
Yes,
talking
please
about you
wait.
needed a seat. Oh, you're one to talk, Bonnie.
I mean, I have been patiently not talking about Frederick. You didn't even know about him until today.
No, I'm not. Never mind.
This is one of the weirdest sessions ever.
And Bonnie will go over and she will
Bonnie
grab
has a
drink.
situationship, and Talia doesn't want to sit on the Katsuki's face, and the Katsuki seems disappointed by that.
A little bit.
There's a
Well,
place and time for
really
anywhere.
I'm merely trying to not impose alien sex upon these poor creatures.
And I will cast guidance on Akatsuki if she wants to try to seduce Talia. And she sort of just tapped the Akatsuki's back before
Are
she
you
goes
sure you're
into
not
the bazaar.
related to a bard called Romeo? The cleric called Romeo at this point?
I mean, I don't know who my ancestors may or may not have fucked.
This is becoming more and more
It's
questionable
not that
by
long
the
ago
session.
that we were slaves. I
True.
don't know. Maybe we were in some breeding program as slaves.
Oh Jesus!
I
It's
don't
worse.
know.
Stop this!
I
Why
mean,
fucking
no.
Excuse me? Where did this breeding program talk come from?
Yeah, what the hell is going on today?
Haven't you guys heard of the Minotaur breeding program? What do you mean?
It's very successful.
Even with the
How do you think we got such a strong males?
It's selective breeding.
It is selective breeding. Frederick
Oh,
is
no.
very inbred. No.
Oh,
No, he's not.
No,
He's
no,
not.
No, too late. You've said it now.
No.
You cannot retract
it-
canon.
He's in between two pieces of bread. That's
No,
what I
no,
meant.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. If I cannot retract canon, neither can you.
Oh well.
He's an inbred. He's
He's
an
very
inbred evil
handsome to
cowshagger.
be. He's very
You
handsome
never know.
to be inbred.
Like it does sound like that in being inbred is not such a huge thing. It's quite normal considering selective breeding, you know. So it's not really that weird that Frederick is inbred.
No, it's not.
I'm just trying to defend him.
Give
And
up.
you will see. You will see Bonnie coming out with a tray with
I'm
5
coming
people. Yeah,
out.
5 drinks and 5 meals, I suppose.
Okay, so let's start with the inbred breeder. Bonnie, roll a
Inbred
d6.
breeder. The inbred breeder. Okay, now you're just making me sound like I am in charge of the breeding program.
I mean, you just created it. You
Two.
literally did just create it and bring it into existence.
I mean, it's not my fault that that's where my brain went.
Uh,
Is it not?
I mean, kind of is. It's your brain.
I cannot. I have no idea where my brain goes.
Apparently
I'm
it's
just spewing
Minotaur
out things
breeding
that.
programs. You have come across a tray of beautiful fizzing cocktails that seem to shimmer within iridescence. Each. Oh god, I don't want to say this. Each goblet is rimmed with golden powder.
Oh, rimmed, you say?
I don't want to say that.
Uh-huh. Keep on going.
No, I'm ending it there. Why is there a 2? Why is there a custom roll? Oh, yes.
Yeah, because you told
Yeah, I
me
know.
to
I
roll.
see, you see what you've done to me now?
Sunset Mirage cocktail. A mesmerizing blend of enhanced fruit juices.
Enchanted fruit juices.
Sparkling desert dew and a splash of fiery dragon fruit liquor. This cocktail shimmers with iridescent colors like a mirage at sunset, served in a crystal goblet rimmed with powdered gold. It is the epitome of exotic indulgence.
Akatsuki does
Yes.
not look for a drink. She simply grabs a drink.
This is the.
And
would you like to grab this drink or another drink?
she does not care. She sees one of the servers walking around.
Okay, so another drink it is. Roll a d6.
She just sees one of the servers walk around, and she will. She rolled a
Sleight of hand check.
yes.
Are you stealing the drinks that was given for free?
No, it was just a roll how smoothly she could do a
Akatsuki
thing.
And
Where
doesn't
she just,
understand
how
this.
can you roll a 10 if you have a plus 10?
You rolled
because
a 0.
I
How did
bugged
you roll a 0?
Yes.
because I bugged the roll. I rolled the d6 first, and then as the dice landed, I rolled the sleight of hand, and it just became a 0. So I'm gonna do that again. The point being, I'm doing a sleight of hand.
You can't
I'm not.
retract a roll. You've done it now.
No, but the thing is, the sleight of hand is
see
not to steal
Akatsuki's
anything.
hand glitch before she tries to take
It's
it.
not to steal anything. It's just she's gonna grab the drink with one hand and drop a few credits with the same hand.
Okay, yeah, you can easily do that. It's kind of the normal thing everyone is doing, so it doesn't require a
Yeah.
sleight of hand. Oh yeah,
So,
Bonnie, you
D6.
lost 20 credits.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. Oh, you're not gonna like this. You come across a large mug of ale.
So Katsuki
It's
is just
so
not
a
looking.
Katsuki's style.
Katsuki is just not looking mid conversation with Bonnie, and then just like snag, drop a gold. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
It is Starfall Ale. Starfall Sparkle Ale.
Oh no.
It doesn't sound
Does that
pleasant.
imply that there is
Oh, it's an
non-sparkly
effervescent
ale?
ale.
It's an
Oh god, I've had
effervescent
one of
ale.
those.
I haven't.
I've had a lager that was like extra sparkly, and it's fucking awful.
How appropriate. Talia, are you gonna risk taking one of Bonnie's drinks, or are you taking another?
I am
I mean,
going
taking
to
drink
take.
from Bonnie probably not the best idea, but
Well, I am.
I
am
mean, I
going-
haven't done anything to the drinks.
you're an alcoholic.
I just took a tray of drinks and meals because everyone was fussing about having a drink and a meal.
Talia,
I
are you
was being
taking Bonnie's
nice.
or are you taking another?
Well, no, because Talia would assume that all of those drinks on Bonnie's tray is for Bonnie herself.
Yeah, I think
simply
that's a
for
logical
drinking
thought
habits.
process.
That
So-
is very fair.
Talia will look around, not grabbing the first and best she sees, but like she will like look around at a couple of servants that are like going to pass her momentarily, and would look at what drink appeals the most visually and grab that.
Roll 2 d6s then. Separate, ideally.
Okay. A 1 and a 1.
Well, oh, it seems actually rather appropriate. You come across an individual carrying a tray of teacups.
Okay. Well, she can drink tea. She's
mean-
fine with that.
Yeah. It is in fact
We-
Sands of Time tea.
Oh no!
Hmm.
What? Wait. What? There we go. Oh,
No.
Sadly, this um is a moon, so it has no moons.
That's no moon.
We can moon the
wait.
moon.
So the moon doesn't have a moon on the sky, because if it is a moon on the sky, it implements that I am on one of the twin moons.
Yes.
So, looking out to the sky, we're actually seeing a big fuck off planet, and
Yes.
perhaps another moon if the trajectories are correct at the time.
Which right now they are not.
So the
Okay.
only thing in the sky is a big fuck off planet.
Well, amazing. That means she can drink it without being
Haunted by visions.
clairvoyant.
Yeah,
Yes,
without being
haunted by
clairvoyant.
visions and future apocalyptic events. No, thank you. So she will happily drink the tea.
Right. Food! Here it comes! Roll a d6 each. Because the server is going to randomly come round to you.
I shall.
Let's be honest though, the hospitality of these people is quite good.
It is a tres.
It's a 5.
6.
Oh dear. Actually, this is rather appropriate for a Katsuki. You come across a dish filled with strange fruits, berries, and melons, creating a salad. They seem to glow.
They
I guess
seem
they're
to
infused
glow.
with the starlight of a dead nebula or something.
A dying star. Yeah. It comes from the
It's
weapons
nebula infused melons.
merchant. It comes from...
No, it's pears actually.
Oh, sorry, my bad, my bad.
It's prickly pears. Oh, I do love prickly pear.
Akatsuki will dig in, trying to cleanse her palate of the effervescent ale.
It is utterly delicious, is worth knowing. Tritely heavenly, one might say.
I am starting to see your point, though, Talia. I would like to sit down.
None of these
Yes.
people seem to
I
be
mean,
sitting
there
down.
is a ground here. I
Yeah,
don't know
Akatsuki
why you're all
will
being so
just kind of
fussy.
find herself a
I mean, you could sit on
spot
a
of
rock by the
grass.
oasis.
Akatsuki will find herself just a nice spot of grass and sit down.
You can sit on one on the Anunnaki.
Do not sit on the Anunnaki.
I mean, you could. No one is stopping us.
Then there's
Maybe
strange
the
insectoid,
Anunnaki.
strange insectoid straw will come out.
Oh no. I mean, someone might like that.
Laying
I'm
Ta-
eggs inside of you.
yes. I don't know how they become insect people. Talia will come across a platter of food which seems to be small pastries that seem to be have very light and delicate pastry. But they smell
Oh.
beautiful and seem bright and fluffy.
Yummy. She will follow to around where the Katsuki sat down, but she will take the oasis side and nibble on her baklava blossoms.
Bonnie, you come across an individual carrying a bowl of lentils, chickpeas, and with herbs.
Okay.
It's like the least Bonnie thing possible.
Yes. A harmonious blend of enhanced lentils, celestial chickpeas, and mystical herbs shimmered in the waters of a hidden oasis guarded by benevolent gin. Okay. To bring
You should-
balance and vitality.
Body should share this with her situationship.
I mean, it's a bit far to send this. 3 to 4 business months away.
3 to 4 light years.
I think there would be rotten, harmonious oasis stew by that
There'll be a
time.
severe lack of harmony in this harmonious
Yeah.
oasis stew. So you're all just
It's
sitting on
actually
the
a very
floor.
aggressive.
You're all just
Yes.
sitting on the floor, eating and drinking.
Yes.
Yes.
The Anunnaki
They
pay no
haven't-
mind to you. They just keep moving about around you.
The Anunnaki are extremely hospitable and kind. They, however, have not offered us anywhere to sit.
No, they really are.
Is there
Well,
any?
neither have we asked.
Yeah, it's
so-
true. You haven't requested a seat.
I'm wondering, is there anyone like else besides us and the Anunnaki here,
No.
like that we have
These
seen
two.
that bustles around the but like that's a part of us. Like,
Cassius and Malkin is
and-
us.
yes, they're part of us. But yeah, that has been going through the bazaar area. It's only been the Anunnaki, Anunnaki.
Yes.
Anunnaki.
and they don't find it weird that an alien thing has come here.
They're
team-
entirely fine
they-
with it. They are traders by
okay.
nature. They are perfectly fine with
Okay,
it.
so it's not probably the first time foreigners have been here.
No. They've already said that they are open traders. They've traded with other races before.
Okay, I have not gotten that note.
I mean, the fact you're sitting on the floor perhaps is a bit strange. The fact you're sitting full stop, these creatures don't seem to sit. But they're not judging. They're not judging
I
the
mean-
fact that you want to sit on the floor like paupers.
I'm sorry, but in the picture you have given us, they
He's
are
squ-
literally
he's-
sitting.
He's squatting.
Yeah.
Akatsuki being Asian being essentially the D&D equivalent of Asian will probably do the traditional sort of like Chinese, Japanese like squat sitting as well.
Slavic one.
So the Slavic squat, traditionally Chinese.
Well, Bonnie will just sit down and
But her
Take
technique is
her
immaculate
shoes
because
off.
her heels are touching the ground.
well, I will take my shoes off and sort of just lower my feet into the oasis.
Really?
You will take your feet off and lower your shoes into the oasis.
Is that what I said?
No, no.
No, you said the correct way round. He's trying to be an
Okay.
ass. And sadly, you fell for it.
For a
Yes.
moment.
Your
It was
feet
but
are-
a moment.
Your butter moment.
My hooves, actually, not feet. Hooves.
Your heaves.
Your hooves feel slightly drier and crusty.
Mm. I mean, how? I mean, it's probably very salt water.
It is. It's like Dead Sea level salt. You could just
Mm.
float.
So you see me putting my hooves down, and they just immediately
bob back
float
in.
up.
Yeah, they just bob straight back
Bob.
up again.
Interesting. And Bonnie will then take her glass.
Seasoning her food with it.
This needs more salt.
It lacks salt. Oasis water.
It needs more pepper.
Quick,
No,
Anunnaki,
she-
please.
You said you
She
needed
will-
salt. Destroy water.
Wait, what? don't do that. Well, she
I
will
don't have
actually.
it. I don't have that, so I can't.
I
Thank
can
God.
get that for you. But she will actually, seeing as no. Well, actually, yes, she would. She would strip down to her underwear and just now she's laying in the seawater with her drink
you-
after she's eating.
She's sunbathing.
Are you about to take some pictures?
I mean, if you would, that would make Roderick really happy.
Roderick.
I'm-
No,
Roderick.
Frederick.
No. Who's Roderick?
Roderick
Yeah,
is
it's
a
Roderick.
Romanov's goat.
And apparently her side piece.
I meant Frederick. I
don't
do
say
mix them up a little.
Who is Roderick?
Oh, do I need to find out?
Yeah,
God.
yes. You have done this. Now you need to find Roderick.
Okay, I'll find Roderick. I know exactly what picture I want.
Which is
Uh,
concerning.
No, it's not.
You have the perfect male bovine specimen available.
Yeah, I just need to find it.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Bonnie is a whore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
I have
was
never.
she was a nice holy woman at the beginning, and slowly she's just plumbed the depths of depravity.
I never claimed to be a nice holy woman. I did claim to be a
Just a
holy
holy
woman,
woman.
but not a nice one. My god does not look down upon the luscious body of Minotaur men.
Wow, did you have to put those words together?
I'm
The
doing
luscious
this
body of Minotaur men.
Yes. Oh, where the fuck is this picture?
See, he can find Frederick quickly enough. Roderick's forgotten about. It's why he's only just
Yeah.
been mentioned.
Oh, but he's the backup. You see,
He's the
he's not
backup.
as
Yeah,
important.
no,
Because it's when
he
Frederick's
is the
out of
backup.
town on construction business.
Yeah. Roderick is second best.
I mean, he is a good side piece. Don't get me wrong.
Could have been better.
There's actually no names in Bonnie's Hollow Watch at all. It's all just 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is she the kind to just have rankings?
Nah, I mean,
1 out of 2,
She
1
does-
out of 5 horns.
she does have the mandatory first name and then just a parenthesis and then the name of the dating app behind.
Rampage.
Yes, go on talk while I find this creature.
Oh, these pastries are very good. You should have a bite, Akatsuki. And she hands you one of her baklavas.
Sure. Melon?
Oh, yes, please. And she
I-
has a bite.
I'm not sure it is, but you know.
It does give me melon vibes, but
Melon
I get what you
vibes.
mean. And she hands you your fork back or spoon or whatever.
Yeah.
There's no cutlery.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, she just
doesn't
held
have
the bowl
anything.
to you.
Okay.
In any of this, there's no cutlery. Bonnie's literally eating a stew from the bowl with her teeth.
I'm drinking it. I'm assuming I did get a bowl.
Yeah, you got a bowl. No, you just got poured down your gullet.
I mean,
Could be worse. Oh god, no, he's typing. Jesus, why is he squatting? Why?
Oh no.
I mean, I think Roderick's more impressive than Frederick, to be perfectly honest.
I
Wait, are we gonna
mean,
be?
you'd.
Are we gonna have to root for another guy?
The many men,
Oh!
the many men of Bonnie.
He does seem more right. Like Frederick seems like the
More
bad
homely.
boy. Like yeah, like Roderick seemed like the guy that Bonnie should have chosen, but Bonnie's a bit of a
Yeah,
into bad boys.
she's
so
in
she
her
ended up with
rebellious
Fred-
phase.
Yeah, so she ended up with Frederick instead.
Yes.
But Roderick is by far the best choice.
Roderick the Second Beast meat. I was going to write best, but sure. Beast meat works as well. Yes.
Beast meat works out.
If you would send, if you would take some pictures, I think the boys would be happy.
I'm
Oh,
going
of
to have to say,
course.
Todd.
And I'm handing Talia the equivalent of a phone she can take pictures with.
She's got
Oh,
her
but-
she's got her Harvest network. She can do it for you and then send them to you.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, just strike a pose there, Bonnie. Oh, and maybe
it
splash
will.
some water in your hair so it looks.
Vogue.
And
And
she
she just
just-
starts taking a bunch of pictures.
And she just splashes water into the air and just tries to look as sexy as she is capable
The
of.
fuck is going on with this
Talia,
session?
Talia is a girl that takes like 100 pictures. They all look probably the same, but she doesn't
Yeah,
know whether
just
Bonnie
slightly
like
different angles.
just slightly different angles and shit.
The
So
light catches her
she will
horn at a
find the
different
perfect
angle.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Aren't you happy we're exploring Bonnie's men?
I
I'm just gonna
kind
argue-
of want a calendar of like buff Minotaur men that I can call the men of Bonnie's boudoir.
I mean, I can fix that.
I will just Argus drop you the pictures then, Bonnie.
Oh,
And
that's
she just
perfect.
and
I'll
she
look
just drew
through
them.
them.
You
Oh,
receive
I
112
like
pictures.
this one. And she's just scrolling by real fast and just, oh, this one's nice. And
I don't know what I'd say is I think Akatsuki is the sensible one.
For once.
Yeah,
I mean,
save us from this lunacy.
hmm,
But yes.
I jest. No.
I just not.
Are you pleased, Bonnie?
I think the boys are going to be pleased
Why are you saying that in plural?
because there are
Well,
plural.
exactly how many?
I mean, our culture.
I really thought you were going to
Yeah.
say our cult then for a second.
I mean, we are a polyamorous species, so it's
Right.
they have
yeah.
multiple women. We have multiple men.
Of course.
And once a month, we all gather in the town hall.
For all together at the same time?
No, we tend to do it age-wise.
I'm sorry?
I mean, you have like a spectrum of age. Like, for me, it would be 30 to 35 years of age, and those are the ones that gathers. So I'm not in the one that's like 70 to 80.
And that's okay.
Well, you do know there is a bunch of cultures around that polyamory have been a normal thing.
Yeah, I'm just I'm
I
just a
think
little
it's
bit
the
stuck on
orgies she's having an issue with.
it's more just so many men.
I mean, I gather that you don't really partake in the luscious
Did
male body, but
was the luscious necessary?
yes, it is. If I can make you uncomfortable by talking about this, I win.
Why?
Because I find it hilarious.
Bonnie, I don't judge you any way you
You
want
should.
to love. You should. I don't judge you or the ways you love and want to be loved. I just it's a very different experience.
Once you taste beast meat, you never go back.
I don't think so.
Is that the tagline for the Rampage app? Once you taste beast meat, you'll never go back.
Yes. Once you taste the beast, you are in for a feast.
Oh god, no, it's worse.
That's like a very normal thing for them to have in their bio.
Oh, fuck me.
It's like that I like to have fun kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can we I'm very ready to move on from this topic right now.
Do it yourself. And she
I
just
hope-
splashes around in this highly salty sea before she goes back onto the shore and sort of rise herself off. Think I can do that with? No. I cannot do that with thaumaturgy.
You can't dry yourself with
Thaumaturgy.
thaumaturgy.
No. I can
Only,
do
only
that with...
prestidigitation can do that.
Yes.
Or
Then
destroy
I'll
water.
just... I'm not gonna destroy water on myself because, for one, I don't have it ready at the moment, and two, I am terrified that you will somehow make me destroy the entire water.
As Bonnie is dripping wet beside me,
No.
not wanting my baklavas to be wet, Talia dries Bonnie off. With,
How?
with prestidigitation.
Okay. Wow,
Like,
it's-
you
She
just
just grabs a towel.
starts toweling off body. At which point Katsuki gets very jealous again.
Yes.
No, it's prestidigitation. She just and you're dry.
She doesn't even have to touch me.
Right, I'm stopping session there because I see no way this is going forward without getting more fucked up.
We need